Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. And this week I'm driving a Infiniti QX55. This has got a new kind of shape to it. We do have a 2-liter variable compression turbo engine, 268 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It's made it to a CVT transmission, and when you really get on it, it's not so great. But if you're not getting on it so much, it's just fine. A couple weeks ago, Jill and I, managing editor, we took and drove this for our first drive in Texas, and I will link to that video above. And I'll tell you, in that video, she drove most time, so this is my turn to drive. And I can tell you, behind the wheel, yeah, still want something different there. Just should be more fun. So I'm going to go flip around and put it in sport mode. We'll try that as well. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the exterior. I'll tell you about the interior. I'll tell you some of my likes and dislikes, and we'll contradict some of the stuff that Jill and I talked about, because there's some changes I can see in this that we talked about in Texas that I kind of like things a little bit differently. But let's go and get started on all that right now. Okay, let's talk about this interior. I'll try to get out of the sun a little bit. We do have some silver here, wood paneling here, just kind of nice styling. I just really like the shape, the styling of this. As you come around, you can see the double stitching goes across. I have a little bit of red accents because I have red and black seats, which are really nice. They're nice, comfortable seats, and no problems there, but kind of nice. They've kind of made this all kind of match and go together. I really like this look. Pretty decent storage here for a smaller compact SUV. This is what I'm talking about here. This is a dual screen setup, Infiniti InTouch dual HD screens. But what's nice is I can put Apple CarPlay up here and still keep the stuff down here. I still get maps down here. I get that stuff down here. So I don't have to worry about, when you do the big screens together, I do like that look better than having this little piece across, but you typically are splitting that screen anyways. You're putting Apple CarPlay down below or Android Auto down below and map up top. So in this case, you don't have to do that. You can just you can keep all the stuff down here and not worry about that. And then I do have controls here, and that does put the map up there though. That's the only issue. It'd be nice if the map was down here and left CarPlay up there, but that's okay. So there's some cameras, 360-degree camera there. You can see it on. It's okay quality. It's not the most amazing video quality there, but it works. And there's your, I can do the point of view with the sensors, and I can change the view there too. So I can kind of go back and forth. A couple views there. Mirrors there. I do have a small sunroof. Nothing too amazing to write home about, but it does work. The cabin is pretty light back there, so you don't need the big moon roof here. The shape of the cabin, of the roof, I'm not sure they can really pull that off anyways. But there's plenty of room back there as well, and I'll kind of show you in a minute, because those seats slide and recline, as we found out in Texas. They slide back and forth, so you have an amazing amount of cargo space in here for how small it is. And here's our hand controls and paddle shifters. We'll be using that in a minute, but I wanted to show you the fuel economy if I can get to it on the screen. Sometimes that's a thing. Oh, that's over there. I gotta figure out. Okay, so there's the screens there. Warning, Sirius XM, directions. There we go. Trip. Average fuel economy is 27.9 mile per gallon. Let's see if we can't figure out what the EPA is. I have this handy chart that shows kind of the stuff going on with this. Oh, and I have heads-up display and Pro Pilot Assist as well, which there's more videos in this to explain that even better. I'm not a huge fan of that personally, but I like to drive. $58,770 is the total price. Exclusive paint. No, I'll have to put I'll put the mile per gallon on the screen. We can compare that with the EPA's estimates. But yeah, power tilt and telescoping steering column. I'll show you in the startup. You can see how everything kind of moves together and how you kind of move into the seat. So nice features there, and yeah, overall I'm kind of like the interior, really nice and comfortable. And even though it is a small interior, I feel like I have plenty of room in here. My headroom And let me show you the second row seats here, and we'll show you the cargo area. Plenty of room in this vehicle, though. Really impressive. As soon as I get that, let me out. Good fit and finish there too. Everything closes really nicely. In the second row, USBs. We do have the controllers here. This is the main thing. This is interesting. You can pull it forward or back and look. I mean, I can go quite a bit forward, and I can really increase that cargo area if I choose to squish myself, which I wouldn't do. But that's nice to be able to do that. And then I thought, oh yeah, it reclines a little bit too. So I can recline a little bit. I can scoot forward, get more cargo room if I need it. But that's how that second row is. And I like the idea of that. Or you can scoot all the way back. I got plenty of headroom now, leg room. Now I'm 5'7", and so, you know, I fit pretty comfortably back here. But let's go check out the cargo room. Press the button, and then there's a generous amount of cargo room back here. And then we do have some storage there. But like I said, a generous amount of cargo room back here, and I've been able to fit a lot of stuff back there. And we have the poles to close or drop the seats. And then this is adjustable as well. This is really high right now as far as how it closes. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this exterior. It's a little windy out here. I'll try to make it quick. It's really a coupe. This is a coupe crossover SUV thing, and so it's really interesting. It really takes the smaller car and just puts it up, makes it a little bit higher. You can just see the body line's a little bit taller. So it's not a sedan, but it just rides like a sedan, I should say. And it's got that shape to it. I like the front end of this. I really like this color. The engine's a little loud, I gotta be honest with you. You can hear it ticking there. Not a big deal. I like the body line as far as the style LED lights there. Big fan of those. 20-inch tires, low profile. Gotta give it a nice look, but you can see that slope. I can try to get my shadow out here, but nice slope design to that. And we come around the side. And this is like, I think it's 26 LEDs in each one, or 13 each side combined. And it really gets a nice finished, polished off look. Dual exhaust, all-wheel drive. Let's check out underneath the hood. Okay, there it is. There is the 2.0 liter turbocharged engine. You can hear that ticking. Just a little loud. I have oil fill over here, easy access. Nice part of the coupe is that it's not very tall, and so my belly is over top of this, so easy to get the stuff when I need to check stuff. Washer fluid is in a decent spot. Actually, that's not washer fluid. Yeah, that's washer fluid fill. And yeah. Oh no, that's washer fluid fill. That's coolant. Washer fluid fill over here. This is deceiving. I couldn't even notice. It all blends in together. So there you go. There is the engine on the Infiniti QX55. And a little bit of, you can see, a little bit of weather stripping here to keep the sound down a little bit. There you go. Okay, let's go ahead and put this in a more spirited drive mode. So I'm going to click the button here. You can see, and just, I get, these graphics are just okay. There's something that Jill and I pointed out that I do agree with. So we have personal, so let me personalize, sport, standard, eco. I was in standard mode before. Let's go to sport. It usually changes transmission shift points and throttle response. Let's see if this is more fun to drive on the way back to the house. Okay, let's give this a go and see. I'll just sit on my brakes here for a second. And yeah, that's a lot better. I would drive this in sport mode, try to get more of that torque on demand. I still think probably a CVT issue. I would say overall that Infiniti does a good job on this. I think the styling is spot on. I like the seats. I like the exterior. I like this exterior color. I think they've done a great job on that. I just think that as far as luxury SUV, I'm going to say Lexus probably does a better job of being quieter in the cabin. And I think the BMWs and the Germans do a better job of driving performance. Like fun to drive. So I think this is kind of in between those two, where you do get unique look, unique styling, great exterior color, but you do miss some of the features as far as the quietness of, say, a Lexus and the spirited driving BMW, even though the sport drive is mucho better. Just put it in sport. It's fine. I could probably personalize that a little bit too as you own this and get that to drive a little bit more spiritedly in this vehicle, which, you know, I don't know. Not always something you're going to do in a compact crossover, but I could see this as a single person or a couple vehicle. And if you want that driving experience, well, play with the buttons. yeah, that's how it's going to work. Hey, it's also going to work really good if you click the video over here, website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road. Oh yeah, that's lane assist. When you get in the lane, it pushes, it makes a noise and tells you, get the hell over. I crack myself up.